welcome back to Clean with Kate. It's early in the morning. It's not that early, actually. It's 6:20. Mike's still in bed, and I want to get some things done because I've got a busy day ahead. So I've written myself a to-do list. So I've got 3 things on my to-do list to start the day. So I'm going to do a room rescue in the kitchen, I'm going to vacuum, and I'm going to mop. And they're my top 3 priorities to get done before I start work and before I start my morning routine proper. You can see the kitchen's a bit of a mess. Didn't do my full evening routine before I went to bed last night. This is a complete state. There's dog beds everywhere. I've got dogs everywhere. I just need to reclaim the kitchen. So let's set a timer. I thought you might like to join me. And we'll have a chat while we're at it. I think I'm going to try and get away with 3 lots of 10 minutes. So I've set the first timer. So first thing I'm going to do, let's get the priorities right, is going to run the coffee through. So, and then I'm going to start putting stuff away. Right. Most of this stuff should be dry. So let's start with this because this looks a complete mess. Actually, I think before I do that, I need to do something else. I can't actually put things away because the dog beds are in here. So I'm going to move the dog beds. So the dog beds need to go through to the other room. This is a bit of a cumbersome. At the moment, what we're doing is we've just started to sleep the puppies in the kitchen because the weather's cooling down, and also they're a year old now. Even though we still call them the puppies, they are actually a year old. So what we started doing is sleeping them, no longer sleeping them in crates, but sleeping them in the kitchen, in their beds. But because their beds are quite large, it does mean having to carry their beds through each evening, which is a bit of a pain, as they're quite bulky. Anyway, let's get things put away first. This is part of rescuing the kitchen. I think the dog toys might be ready for a wash too. Golly, I haven't seen you for ages, have I? You'd probably be wondering what I've been up to, but I've just been taking things a little bit easier. I've had a lot of problems with my foot. Let's put some lights on. And I just haven't been doing as much housework. I think also I've been wanting to spend as much time as possible in the garden and with my daughter. My daughter's been visiting. She was here for the long bank holiday weekend. And we just spent the time together. We just did some fun things together. We relaxed. And I just did the bare minimum on the housework. And to be fair, I'll probably be doing the bare minimum this week because we've got really nice weather here. And I want to make the most of it. I just want to enjoy the end of the summer because who knows how many more nice sunny days we'll get. Got a bit of a hot spot going on here. Oh goodness, it's a serious hot spot going on here. So it will need a bit of a tidy up. And I've got some water in here. I think I'm just going to water some plants. So having a sidetrack moment. I happen to know this little plant out here is always thirsty. Right. That water bottle can go back to the kitchen. Okay, I'm starting to reclaim the kitchen. I happen to know that dog bed needs a wash. So I think I'm going to get it up while there's no dogs on it. Because that's part of what I want to do today is wash this dog bed. And I want to vacuum. So it's a lot easier to vacuum if the dog bed's not there. So I'm just going to shake the dog bed out and then I'm going to pop it in the utility room. I might even put the washing machine on if I've got time. Let's give it a good shake out. Oh, golly, when I got up this morning, it was only just getting light. So the nights are really drawing in. It was dark by 8 o'clock last night, and the mornings I was up about 5:30, and it was just getting light, which is a bit strange after having so many lovely light evenings. Right, first dog bed is in the machine, but I do want to wash the crate beds. Seeing as they're not using them much at the moment, it's a good opportunity to give them a wash. Mustn't go too fast as my feet haven't really woken up yet. Okay, Ted's little bed I think could go in there for now. Right, okay, I can see the floor now. Right, this was washed last night, so this can go away. Oh, that coffee smells good. I'm going to pop a bit more water in it. I've cottoned on that if I put more water in my coffee, I'm getting more water. And one of my goals at the moment is to drink more water. So I thought, why am I drinking my coffee so strong? I might as well just have more dilute coffee. All right, let's get some bits and bobs put away. I'll have to keep an eye on that coffee so I don't overfill it. But I thought that's such a simple little hack. I can't believe I hadn't thought of it before. how to get more water into your day, make your coffee more dilute. Because I do like my coffee. Yeah, it's still okay. So let's get a few bits and bobs put away. Oh my goodness, we have tomatoes everywhere. Mike's been growing to a lot. He's grown a complete forest of tomatoes. I think I'll stop that now. I don't want to overfill it. So we're a bit overwhelmed with tomatoes at the moment. We're having to have tomatoes with everything, and he's giving them away whenever he gets the opportunity. But he doesn't seem to have a system. He just piles them anywhere. Look at them. They're just everywhere. Why can't he just put them all somewhere? That one, I think some of these are actually going to rot before we eat them. All right, let me find a container for the tomatoes. When he planted his polytunnel up, I did say to him, I think you might have planted too many tomatoes. But he couldn't see it at the time. Now we're completely overwhelmed by tomatoes. Right, that one, I think these are going to rot quite quickly. I'm thinking I might make a spaghetti bolognese or chili, because that use our own tomatoes, because that does use quite a lot of tomatoes. I was actually thinking about that in the night. I haven't had a chili or a bolognese for ages. I think it's because I've given up eating wheat. I gave up eating wheat about 5 months ago. I'm just going to wipe down the coffee and move my coffee. I think this needs a proper clean. It's pretty messy in here. Oh, maybe I'll treat myself to a cinnamon coffee later. But this morning, to get going, I just want a normal coffee. Oh, I've got this horrible knife that needs cleaning. I really hate this knife. Mike's supposed to clean it because I hate washing it. I call it nasty knife. I really don't like it. I've cut myself so many times on this knife. It's so very, very, very sharp. Chef's knife, which Mike loves because he's the chef, but I'm terrified of it. And sometimes he leaves it in the sink, and that's usually how I cut myself on it, because I don't use it. Oh, let's pick up the dog bowl. A bit awkward with the camera on. Right. Anyway, how are you? Are you on top of things, or are you a bit like me, taking a bit of a break from it all? Because the weather's going to change soon. We've been incredibly lucky with the weather this summer, and I'm very aware that the days are shortening. And I just want to enjoy it. We're probably not going to go away again. We don't take a lot of holidays, you may have noticed. So I just want to make the most of the time that I've got to spend in the garden before the weather changes. Right, okay. Progress is happening. I can start to see some empty surfaces, which is always a good sign. Right, I've got this little bottle I'm washing out at the moment. What's it called? It had an Avon body spray in it. I can't remember what it's called. It's the one that's supposed to help prevent insects biting you. And it was really good. I do like it. This year I've been much better. I haven't had as many insect bites, even though I've been in the garden loads. In fact, weirdly, since I've given up eating processed foods, and I've given up added sugar, I gave all this up about 5 months ago. I find I don't have allergies as much. So normally I would get hay fever, and I haven't had hay fever at all this summer. And I normally also react very badly to insect bites, but I haven't this year. It's like my immune system is just calmer, which is fascinating, really. It was an unexpected benefit of giving up sugar and ultra-processed foods and wheat. I don't know which one it is that's caused the change, but it's been quite a profound change. I gave them up in the hope that the inflammation that I had in my foot would resolve. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to have had any benefit on that, although the fact that I've lost weight and I'm carrying over 1.5 stone, nearly 2 stone less, must have a benefit. But it doesn't seem to have benefited my symptoms, unfortunately, which was the reason I did it. But there have been lots of other benefits. Right. Okay, let's pop this. Where should we pop this? I need to get this down. Let's get these off here. Let's pop that up there. These could go over here to dry. I've just managed to splash them in water. All right, I'm going to wipe this work surface. That can go in there. My pantry's not looking too bad. I'm in the process of a quite big declutter at the moment because I've sorted out my wardrobe gradually. Golly, it's taking me a while. It's a complete mess up there. So as I'm going through things, as I'm getting things out and I'm changing my seasonal clothing, I'm looking at things that if I think, actually, I'm not going to wear that again, or I don't actually enjoy wearing that, or I haven't worn that in years and I don't want to wear it, I'm getting rid of things. So I've got another bag on the go of donations for the charity shop. And I'm just trying to prune my wardrobe down to things that I love or things that I need. So that's quite a radical prune. It's going to take me a while, I think. I'm just doing it as I'm sorting stuff. I really need, oh no, there's a timer going. I really need a rainy day so I can sort out my wardrobe, spend a bit more time on it. But you know what? I've made a start. It's the first 10 minutes gone. I think probably should have given myself 15. Because I've still got stuff to do. What is the next thing on the list? Vacuum. I just want to wipe this table down. These are things that we should have done last night. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. These are overripe. I think some of them are just going to have to go straight in the compost bin. I'm going to have to process. We're going to have to cook with these, I think. I don't think we're going to be able to eat that many salad tomatoes. I think we have to cook them and maybe cook them and freeze them. Make a big bolognese or a big chilli, freeze it in portions while we've got all these tomatoes. Right, let's just wipe my hands. Another tomato. I think that needs to go. It's already compost, that one. Let's put it in the compost bin. The compost bin needs emptying. And that goes in the chicken run, so at least it won't go completely to waste. Let's get rid of that water because it's a little bit dirty. Give it a wash out, give the sink a wash out. You can see I needed more than 10 minutes. Right, that's better than it was. And I can wash my water bottles in a minute. And the top of this arga really needs a good clean. It's absolutely filthy. But you know what? It's better than it was. I've made a start. The kitchen is looking more presentable. Right, okay. Good. And I get a glass of water. I've got a coffee on the go. Shall I give myself another 10 minutes on the kitchen or shall I vacuum? What do you think I should do? I think I need to vacuum. I think I'll feel more positive if I vacuum. Let's put these treats into the haul. I need to get some more of these treats. The puppies seem to really like them. Right, I have got quite a lot of treats on the go in the haul. But don't look at that. Don't get distracted. Okay, next thing. I would actually like to wash these mats, so we might get these mats up because they are really mucky. Or shall I leave those till next week? Oh, my brain's going. I'm going off in a tangent. Right, I might need to take a pause while I just get some lights on. Anyway, let's get the vacuum out. That's a good start. It's definitely a heady vacuum day. I could go, you know what I could do? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do 10 minutes of vacuuming and then 10 minutes of mopping. And then if I've got time, I'll go back and do another 10 minutes on the kitchen. And I'll maybe get that laundry on as well, because that would be really good to get that on. Right, come on, Kate, no faffing. Let's get vacuuming. You might want to turn your volume down. It's quite noisy. And this is very much needed, this vacuum. This is just a speed vacuum. Just doing the middles, as flylady says, and I've got my lace-up shoes on. My feet have woken up, so I've put my proper shoes on. And these are really nice, comfy pair. Anyway, I've been decided that enough is enough. I've really got to try and sort my feet out. Sorry, puppy, I don't want to scare you. So I'm really trying to focus at the moment on getting my feet better. Sorry, pups, I need to vacuum. So what I've done, I've actually booked a sports massage to see if, because I've noticed that I'm very stiff throughout my body really on the right side, but it's my right foot that's giving me the problem. My right calf is really, really stiff. It has been for quite a long time. I'm definitely tight on my right side. And in the past, I've had problems on my right side with my back. What is that under there? It's a cable, isn't it? So I'm just wondering if it's all somehow connected, and that if a massage might release some of this sort of tension that I'm carrying on my right side. And because I've noticed when I do Pilates, some of the stretches involving my upper back hurt my foot, even though I'm not putting a particular amount of pressure through my foot. And I think that's because it's all connected. It's something to do with the fascia. So I'm hoping that by releasing my upper back, potentially with massage, that might have a positive impact on my foot. Anyway, I'll let you know how I get on. I have had a sports massage before, just for my back, when my back was bad. And it was beneficial. It's not something I've had very often. I think in my entire life I've had 2. I think because I spend quite a lot of time hunched over my laptop, and also I've been doing a lot of gardening, which some of it is bent over. It can just cause me problems with my back, my upper back. I've had problems with my upper back on and off really for probably 30 years. It's not bad at the moment, it's a little stiff. It started when I was learning to ride a horse as an adult, and I came off the horse multiple times. But one time that I came off, I injured my back, and I've had recurring issues with my upper thoracic spine ever since. So I think I must have done some damage, must have scarred it. And it's always the same spot that's tight. So I think it is an old injury. Do you have any tips? Because the thing that's supposed to be the most issue at the moment is with plantar fasciitis. Do you have any tips? I've tried so many different things. At the moment, I'm actually using a product that a friend recommended called Karma Rub. Have you heard of it? Have you ever used it? I'm using it because it's supposed to improve sleep, and it's supposed to help with stiff muscles. So I'm using it every evening. Oh golly, I'd really like to get under that table because I can see there are bits down there. Come on, let's pull these chairs out and just get under there a little bit. There's probably bound to be loads of dog hair under there as well. Got to remember, this is a 10-minute speed clean. Because Mike will be up soon. In fact, I'm surprised he's not up already. He's been waking up quite early recently, which kind of throws me as well because it's my cleaning time. It's when I tend to make my videos, weirdly. It's early in the morning when he's in bed. I find it's my most energetic time of the day quite often. Right, come on, let's get into the office. I'm managing to keep my office really nice and tidy at the moment. I gave it a really good blitz one evening when I was on a Zoom with some friends, and it stayed that way so far. I did have a massive paper declutter, and I went through a lot of documents. So I was having a bit of a flylady paper declutter, and most of them it ended up going in the log burner. Why do we hang on to all these little bits of paper? They were taking over my office. Oh, it's nice to be able to see the floor in here. Next thing I need to tackle is that cupboard there, which is absolutely overfull of things. I can't put things away in it, it's so full. Right, let's go to the next room. I'm getting a bit sidetracked. Wasn't planning on vacuuming my office, but it's so nice and tidy there. I just felt like I wanted to. Want to keep it nice, now I've got it tidy. Let's go this way next. I'm still thinking about, I'm still thinking I might wash those mats today. But you know what, it could probably wait till next week. They're not bad, and I usually only wash them when we're in Zone 1, which we are on next week. I think we're in Zone 1 for a whole week on the flylady system. This week I'm in Zone 5, so I need to go and do a bit of work in my lounge. My zone work has really slipped over the summer. But you know what? I'm just going to forgive myself and just get back into it in September. At the moment, I'm doing the bare minimum. I'm doing my morning routine, I'm doing my evening routine, and I'm enjoying the garden, I'm enjoying my family. Because in winter, there's less to distract me, and there's less fun things to do. Whereas at this time of year, there's so many things I want to be doing. And also, this time of year, we're busier. We're busier generally. We have more visitors, and the cottage is busy, so we have more guests at the cottage. And the garden keeps us really busy. In fact, I looked at I have a master to-do list every day, and golly, there's a lot on it today. And most days, a lot of it revolves around the garden. I'm having to water every day. I probably do a different bit of the garden each day. Having to cut back. There's a lot of cutting back at this time of year. Oh my goodness, the time is going again. No. Probably that went quickly. I'm going to leave the vacuum in the barn because I want to vacuum the barn. I should have given myself 15 minutes. Golly, there's so much clutter in this entrance hall as well. Golly. Oh, actually, I want to come back here. You know what? I'm giving myself an extra 10 minutes. I've just remembered what I've forgotten to do. I haven't vacuumed through into the old utility, have I? I think I'm going to cut myself a bit of extra time because I need to go in there, and then I will mop. This is really awkward here. It's a delivery we had from Lily's Kitchen. It's our dog food subscription. But it's on its way somewhere, shall we put it that way? Did I do this bit before? I can't actually remember. Maybe I did. I just want to give the quick whiz round in the utility room. I can really I can have a go at this room today, actually. Because the puppies are not using it at the moment. It's useful to have it occasionally. So if I have somebody come to the house who doesn't like dogs, I can pop the dogs in him if I need to. Or if we have visiting dogs, we can use it. Right, that's going to do for now. That's not a detail clean, it's a fly by the seat of my pants clean. Okay, let's unplug Hetty, and she can go through to the barn. Sometimes if I just leave her in there, Mike gets the hint and he runs around for me. Ooh, what's all the woofing about? Where are they? Where have they gone? I think they must need to go out. I'll have to just go and pop them out. Just bear with me. I do need to move this. It's very much in the way there. I'll put it there for now. Okay, I'm coming. They're very clever, these dogs. They ask to go out. Oh dear, is it a call of nature? Sorry, girls. I hope we're not too late. I hope we haven't had an accident. You're so clever, aren't you? These are the cleverest dogs I've ever owned. Out you go. Oh, they're having a good bark. Letting the world know they're up. Have we got a delivery? Sometimes they're very on the ball with things like that. They hear things that I don't hear. Right. Okay. Let's pop this back together. These shoes, I'm loving these shoes. They're so comfy. All right. I don't know what's got into them, but they're having a very good work. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Whew. Ooh, ow, my feet are starting to hurt. That pen shouldn't be there. Oh, golly, this room needs a bit of a fettle as well. It's quite messy in here. Okay, next task on my list is mop. So I'm probably going to reset my timer because I've eaten into that 6 minutes. But you know what? Let's just see what we can get done. I've got 6 minutes left. Oh, there's my hoodie. Looking for that yesterday. It's a clean hoodie that got ready to go out. And then I managed to forget where I put it. Whoa. Okay, we've got flash pet odours today. Get the bucket. I've got an old dog bed here. I need to decide what I'm doing with it because it's only half of the dog bed. I either need to declutter it completely or I need to put it in one of the cars. I think it could go in one of the cars as a sort of bed in the back of the car. I put a blanket or something in it. But it's been here for so long and I just need to make a decision on it. I'm procrastinating on making a decision. Right, let's pop those out of the way. Good. Okay, we're mopping next. Oh, I don't really like mopping in my new trainers. I might put an old pair on. Actually, because I don't want to get them wet. Well, that's probably a bit silly, isn't it? It's a bit silly. That's what I bought them for. They're housework trainers. Right. And they are a very practical colour. They're grey. Because some of my other trainers are very pale colours and they're just not that practical. I've come to realise. Let me just pause. I need to do my shoelace up. Okay, we're back. Shoelaces are done up and I've had a quick slurp of my coffee while I was at it. So let's get mopping. Okay, this is just this really quick freshen up mop. It's actually like I'm doing a freshen up Friday, but I'm doing it on Thursday. Hopefully you'll get to see this video on Thursday. And apologies for the radio silence. I've just been taking some self-care time and some family time. So anyway, I'm back. I'm back. So let's see how we go. See how much we get done. Probably I'm a bit worried about my AirPods. They're quite loose in my ears. It's always a risk when I'm on mopping and filming that I'm going to drop my AirPods in my mop bucket. I have done that before and I have also dropped them in my watering can when I'm gardening and listening to a podcast or making a video. I don't tend to make many videos when I'm gardening just because it is quite awkward if you're wearing a camera harness. I should maybe try with a tripod. But when you're cutting things back in the garden, which I'm doing a lot at the moment, it's quite awkward to film and actually do the work. A tripod would probably work. I'll have a think about that one. I had to use the other microphone. Oh God, I hope these AirPods are working okay. I didn't test them before I started. Oh, that's a silly thing. I haven't used these ones for a while. I think these are the temperamental ones, but I couldn't find the other ones. So please let me know, is the sound okay? I hope it is. Because I may not have time to watch this video today. I usually like to check them, but because I'm quite a full-on day, I may not have time to check the sound quality out. So let me know if it's okay. I hope it is. Good. And this is a real speed mop, this is, isn't it? A real speedy mop. It's so warm in here today. I've gone into my winter pyjamas already, which is maybe a little premature. But I was finding I wasn't sleeping well because I didn't have enough clothes on, I don't think. So I have decided to give in and go wear the pyjamas. So I'm actually doing housework in my pyjamas this morning. That's definitely a winter thing for me. I don't get dressed as early. And I know flylady says dress to lace-up shoes, but I am dressed to lace-up shoes. I've got my lace-up shoes on. I haven't done my morning routine. Oh, golly, I knew that was going to happen. At least it didn't go in the mop bucket. I could just tell it was loose. Oh, golly. Right, have I done here? I don't think I have. I think I missed that. I managed to miss that bit. I need to do a really speedy clean before Mike's up God, this floor just does not look clean even when I've mopped it. That's probably because it isn't. It takes a lot of use, this floor. I'm going to give my office a quick mop as well, because it's nice and tidy in there. I'm going to give it some love. When it's a mess, I don't like going in there. But at the moment, it's sparking joy in me, because my desk is clear. Isn't that a lovely feeling? I've dealt with all the paper clutter. Just need to deal with what's in that bag next. I should probably store the dog beds in here, actually. There's a little hot spot though of old dog beds, but I think they're too small now for the pups. They've grown quite a bit recently, so they're in bigger beds. And we've decided maybe now is the time we stop using the harnesses, because the harnesses are getting really tight on them. They're like uncomfortable sports bras, and we don't really want to have to buy another size of harness. So we're going to experiment. I'm going to need to give myself some extra time. There's my third timer just gone off, so that's 30 minutes I've done. Is that what the video says? Yes, it is. The video says I've done 31 minutes, actually. That was because I was chatting. Oh, do you know what? I can hear someone saying, let me back in. Let's go and let them in. Give me a little breather, because you can hear I'm getting quite a cardio workout on this. Oh, why didn't I set it as a workout? Let's see what my heart rate's doing. Let's set it as other on my watch, so I'll get some idea of what my heart rate's doing. I seem to have managed to delete my heart rate app off my watch. Come on then, in you come. Where's the other one? Where's Ted? Did he not go out? No, maybe he didn't. Did Ted not go out with you? Is he having a nap somewhere? Sit. Sit. Sit, girls. Sit. Wait. Good. Always training, aren't we? That's always on my to-do list. Train the puppies. Let's lock the door so I don't forget later. Good. Good girls. Okay, that's it. That's your treat. I just wonder if they've worked out every time they go out and they come in, I give them a treat. Let's see. If they start asking to go out again, I'll start to wonder if they're just playing me. Well, how far did I get? We have a massive fruit harvest. You may have spotted the bucket of pears as we walked through the hall. It's unbelievable, our fruit harvest this year. We have quite a lot of fruit trees. They're mainly young fruit trees. We have one mature Bramley, and the rest are trees that we planted since we lived here. And we moved here about 12 years ago now, this summer. I think it's 12 years, it could be 11 years. So all our fruit trees are fairly young, but the fruit off them this year is incredible. The pear trees and the apple trees have been amazing. It's a really good year for fruit. And the hedgerows, oh my goodness, that didn't sound good. The hedgerows are full of blackberries. So something about this summer, we had rain at the right time. We had rain when it was needed, mainly. And we had a nice dry spring. So all the fruit trees and fruit bushes got really well pollinated. And also, we seem to have a much better insect population this year. I think the nice warm spring, the mild winter means it's been good for pollinators, because last year we had hardly any fruit. There's so much variation from year to year. But this year we have a bumper crop. Never had so many pears on our pear trees. Normally we get a couple of pears, and this year it's just bucket loads of them. So many that we're having to give them away. Yeah, it's definitely our best ever crop since we've lived here. We've been making a big effort in the gardens. We have always planted for wildlife and insects, but we don't use pesticides in the garden. So our garden is very, very pollinator friendly and wildlife friendly. But last year we noticed there were hardly any insects, there were hardly any bees, because normally our catmints would be covered in bees and our butterfly bushes covered in butterflies. But last year there was hardly any, and I think it was because we had a very wet spring. And I think the wet spring and the cold wet spring meant a lot of them died, sadly. But this year it's much better. So hopefully lots of them will go through winter. And And the garden's still looking good, actually. The garden is still flowering. And we're doing our best. So we've got we plant very much with wildlife in mind. So we've got lots of things that are still flowering that are good for pollinators. We plant have lots of wildflowers. We have a wildflower meadow in the sort of spring and early summer that we don't cut until sort of late summer. So we're doing what we can to look after our insect population. Right, I'm going into the old messy utility room and giving it a bit of love. Let's just do the entrance and then I'll probably be done. I can drink that coffee which is sat on the Arga keeping warm. That is my reward. It's good to give yourself a little reward, something to look forward to. And I'm going to sit down with my cup of coffee and I can tick a few things off my to-do list, my master to-do list for today. Small wins. So what do you have on your master to-do list? I find I need some smaller things to get me motivated. So some really quick ticks, some quick tasks. So things like drink water are on my master to-do list. I have sunbathe on my master to-do list because a bit of sunlight is good for us. Train dogs is on my master to-do list. I can already give myself a tick for that one. We've done a bit of training already. What else is on my master to-do list? Take vitamins. I'm on a vitamin supplement at the moment because I lost quite a lot of weight. And I did it quite quickly, quicker than I'd actually intended to. It just shows I wasn't eating as well as I thought I was before I cut sugar out of my diet. I also cut alcohol out of my diet, but my weight just literally dropped off me faster than I really wanted it to, which meant I started to lose hair, which is really alarming. And so a friend suggested that I should consider supplementing. I think this is a thing. If you lose weight really quickly, you can your body thinks you're starving, and so you stop. Your hair stops growing, and probably other things like your nails. Anyway, I realised what was happening, and so I'm taking a vitamin supplement, one that's particularly good for hair. And nails and things. And my weight has stabilised now, thank goodness. So I'm not losing any more. And hopefully my body will start to realise I'm eating lots. My body will think, oh, okay, she's all right. She's not starving. I think this is a thing that a lot of people who are taking, or what are they called, GLP inhibitors, things like Ozempic, I think they're finding these because they lose weight quite rapidly because it suppresses their appetite. Oh, I do want to empty that bin. That's been on my to-do list for a couple of days, and that counts as part of my weekly home blessing. Yay! Which I'm splitting up this week. I did recycling yesterday, and today I'm dealing with the rubbish bin because I know it was full. I meant to do it last night and I didn't get around to it. So you know what? It can go out the door. It can go out the back door. Yay! I can pop it up to the bin when I've had my coffee. Let's just tie it up. Oh, it's good to get that out. I'm going to wash the bin as well. But first, I'm going to reward myself with a little rest and my cup of coffee. And I'll set my video to upload. So hopefully you'll get to see it today. I really hope the sound's okay, particularly as my AirPod fell out halfway through. Anyway, peace is restored. It's a lot better than it was. The dogs think, what is she up to? Why is she so busy? Anyway, thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day. See you later.